Hi, my dear children. I am going to teach you trigonometry from this video lesson, and you will have 10 marks for the O-level exam if you watch this video. So let us start. First of all, you have to identify the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle. So it is very easy. If you draw a line for the right angle symbol like this, then it will show an arrow, and that arrow will show you the hypotenuse. Then thereafter there are two another angles remaining. If you mark one angle as theta, so if you can make that angle as an eye like this, then this eye is looking at the opposite side, and the other side is known as the adjacent. So in the trigonometric lesson, they have given three relationships between these sides. First one is sine theta. Sine theta means opposite divided by hypotenuse. Cos theta. Cos theta means adjacent divided by hypotenuse. And for the final one, tan theta. Tan theta equals opposite divided by adjacent. So you can easily remember these three relationships using this one. So, SOHCAHTOA. It is just a simple thing that you can remember. And thereafter, for the first paper, there might be questions from this table also. That means you have to remember all these values: sine 30, sine 45, sine 60, likewise cos and tan. So you can pause the video and write it down in somewhere and study these by yourself. Then why do we use these trigonometric relationships? To find some angles or sides like this in this lesson. Angles in a vertical plane, that was taught to you in grade 9 or might be in 10 and both. So let us see what are angles in a vertical plane. If you look at something easily, you look at something on the horizontal plane, in a horizontal line. So this line is known as the eye level. So if you look at up, there is an angle, and that angle is formed using the eye level. That angle is known as the angle of elevation. And if you look down, there is another angle. It is also formed using eye level. That is known as angle of depression. So you are taught this lesson in the previous grades also. And then the other thing is angles in a vertical plane. You might know this thing as the bearing. There is a point A on a vertical plane. So if they have asked you to find out the bearing of B from A is 120, they have given this bearing. So now how can you draw this? So you have to follow these two steps. Draw a note where it says from. So in this question they have said that from as A, and the second step is calculate the angle from north clockwise. So first step is to draw a north like this, and they calculate the angle from north clockwise. Then you will receive the point B. So if they have asked you to find out the bearing of A from B, so you have to follow the same steps. Draw a north where it says from. Here they have said from as B, then calculate the angle clockwisely. You have to find out this reflex angle. To find this reflex angle, you might this lesson which was taught to you in grade 9. If there are two parallel lines and it is intersected with the transversal, the allied angle form is 180. Sum of allied angles is 180. So using that thing, you can find out the angle of this one. So that is 60 degrees. So you know angle of a point is 360. So you can easily find out the bearing of A from B is as 300. So these two lessons are combined in the O-level question paper and you can have 10 marks for that. So then when we consider about the bearing, you must write the angle using 3 digits. Don't forget that thing also. Then let us move on to the trigonometric tables. First one is the tangent table. If they have asked you to find out tan 49 degrees and 50 minutes, you might be wondering what is this 50 minutes. 50 minutes mean if you divide 1 degree into 60 partitions, then that one partition is known as 1 minute. That means 1 degree equals 60 minutes. Keep that in your mind. Then if you want to find out the tan 49 degrees and 50 minutes, you need logarithmic table and you have to turn to the page natural tangents. But be careful, do not perform logarithmic tangents. We need natural tangents. Then thereafter it is very easy to find this angle. You already know how to find logarithms, so you have to do the same method to find tangents also. So if you do remember how to check logarithms, then you can find this answer as 1.1847. Then to find tan 79 and 25 minutes, again you have to check in tan 79 20. Then from the mean difference you will be able to find 5 minutes. Then you have to add those two values. Then if they have given you a value for tan theta this time, if you want to find out the theta angle, again if you do remember how to find the antilog, then you have to do the same thing for this one also. So there, from that knowledge you will be able to find theta, that is 25 30, and you have to add another one, then it will be 25 degrees 31. So for the sines table, again you have to turn to the page natural science and you want to check where is 75 degrees and 44 minutes. You have to follow the same method that you did on tangents table. Then you will be able to find this value. For sine 45 34 also you have to do the same thing. And if they have given sine theta as a value, then if you want to find the angle, you have to follow the same steps like you did in antilog. Then there's a special thing that you have to know, that is cosines table. This table is below in the natural science table, and if you want to look at if you want to find out cos 56 and 18 minutes, there is a column on the right side and you have to find these values from bottom to top. So if you can find out, if you can find out the 56 degrees from bottom to top, and 10 at the mean difference 8, you have to deduct the values. Then you will receive the answer. But be careful, do not look at up. We have to look at only down for the cosines table. And you can do the same thing for this one also. You have to deduct the values. If they have asked you to find out a theta value by giving cos theta as 0.4374, again you can find out the value which is less than this one, and for the remaining value you can find it from the mean difference and deduct the value. In here we do not add anything, we do subtraction only. Keep that in your mind. Then if you are able to find these values by yourself now, you have to remember this triangle. This is a method to find these values. If you want to find out an angle, you can close angle and you will be able to see that two sides are needed to find that angle. If you want to find out a side, if you close the side, then you will be able to see that you need an angle and a side for side. And finding the answers for the trigonometry lesson is very easy. You just have to follow these steps. First one is draw the right angle triangle that is needed. Second one is identify the sides related to the given angle. Third one, use the correct trigonometric relationship and substitute the correct values. So if you can remember these three steps, you can easily find the answers for trigonometric questions. Okay, let us move on to a question, and I am going to follow those three steps and going to find answers. We'll see these steps are work or not. Here you can pause the video for a second, and if you are able to find the answers by yourself, that is very good. So if you cannot find the answers by yourself, because this is a new lesson for you for grade 11, you can watch the video to the end. Then here, first one, for Roman number 1, I am going to draw the right angle triangle that is needed. ABC. Here I'm going to mark all the values in here, 8 meters and 51 degrees. Here they have given an angle and a side. Now they ask us to find the distance AB to the nearest meter. So related to this angle 51 degrees, AB is the opposite side and BC is the adjacent. So opposite over adjacent means tan theta. So you can follow these steps and find the relationships very easily. Now we have to substitute the value. Tan 51 opposite as AB and adjacent as 8. Then thereafter you can check the tangents table and find out the value, and by subjecting AB you can find the answer for AB to the nearest meter as 10 meters. So it is very easy if you follow the steps. Then the next one, here they have said to find out the BDC angle. So I am going to follow the steps. First one is draw the right angle triangle that is needed. BDC with the values that they have given. Here they have given two sides in here. So we need to find the angle BDC. I am going to mark it as theta. Now for the second step, related to the angle, we have to find out the side. Related to the angle theta, 8 meter means opposite, and 10 meter means hypotenuse. Then opposite over hypotenuse means sine theta. Then thereafter we can substitute the values as for the third step. Sine theta equals 8 divided by 10, that is 0.8. We can put another 3 zeros because we need 4 digits after the decimal point to check in the signs table. Now you know how to find the angle, that is like finding antilog. Then theta equals 53 and 8 minutes, 53 degrees and 8 minutes. So it is very easy to find the answers in trigonometry, but if you follow the steps only, and you have to read the question carefully. So I hope all of you understood what is trigonometry now. Now I hope that you can make 10 marks or more than 10 marks. So children, let us meet you by another video like this. I warn all of you.